Welcome to Sakshi's coaching classes. This is a small initiative to make maths a fun and a better learning experience for students. The topic for today's class is how to compare two fractions. Let's get started. So the topic is fractions for today's class. Under fractions, we are covering comparison of fractions. Now, comparison of fractions is not a big and vast topic. It is a very small topic. Right? Comparison means telling if a fraction is bigger or smaller. Right? Which is bigger. Or we can also say which of the fraction is larger. कौन सी बड़ी है और कौन सी छोटी है. You must have seen questions जहाँ पे लिखा होता है put the correct sign or tell which is bigger. So for this topic, let us take one example. So our first example is 3/7 and 7/3. Now we have to tell which of these fractions is bigger. Seeing 3/7, we know that it is a proper fraction and 7/3 is an improper fraction. Now why is 3/7 a proper fraction? It is because the numerator is lesser than the denominator, and the reverse of it, in the case of 7/3, the denominator is smaller than the numerator, or we can also say that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. In such cases, we'll always know the proper fraction is always less than 1 and improper fraction is always more than 1. So in such cases, when we already know that improper fractions are more than 1, obviously improper fractions will be greater. And this is a case that will be short answer in a few seconds from seeing the fractions only. If your fraction, if from your given fractions one is proper and the other one is improper, the improper one will be larger always. And what is the reason behind it? That improper fractions are more than 1 and proper fractions are always less than 1. Let's take one more example. 5/6 and 7/3. We know that 5/6 is proper, 7/3 is improper. Hence, the one which is improper is always greater. So 7/3 is greater. Why is 5/6 proper? Because the numerator is smaller than the denominator, and its reverse is in the case of 7/3, where the numerator, that is 7, is greater than the denominator, which is 3. Let us take one more example now. Example number 2. Now our example is, but before getting to a new questions, second example is for the case where out of the two fractions, if both are same. अभी जो हमने किया था, one fraction was proper, another one was improper. But now, in this case, if both are of same type, that means both the given fractions are proper or both the given fractions are improper. Then we cannot apply our trick of improper fraction always being the greater one out of the two. Now our example is 3/8 and 4/6. We have to tell which of them is greater. 3/8 and 4/6. In both the cases, the numerator is less than the denominator. Hence, both the fractions are proper fractions. Correct? Now, how do we tell? This is a very crucial method, but it goes on step by step. Let us learn the steps. I am taking one more example and we'll do it with it. Three by 8, taking the same example, and 4/6. Just now we have discussed both the fractions are proper fractions, correct? What do we do now? We have to make a cross. Can you see? This is also known as butterfly method or cross multiplication method. Now we'll multiply one cross. In the one leg we had 3 into 6 and the other leg we had 4 into 8. What is 3 into 6? 18. What is 4 into 8? 32. Correct. Now from these numbers, which of them is greater? Obviously, out of 18 and 32, 32 is greater. Correct? Hence, the right side one is greater. So, upar bhi will put the same sign. Hence, 4 by 6 is greater. It might look very easy, but गलती कहाँ पर होती है? We have to remember कि हमेशा नीचे से ऊपर आना है. 3 ऊपर ही है, नीचे वाले को ऊपर आना है. 6 will come up. And don't change places. लेफ्ट को लेफ्ट में ही रहने दो, राइट को राइट में रहने दो. और ऊपर 4 into 8. 4 ऊपर ही था, नीचे से ऊपर आया. 8 नीचे से ऊपर गया. And not the reverse of it. What is the reverse of it? The reverse of it is 4 into 8 this side and 6 into 3 that side. That will not come. नीचे से हमेशा ऊपर जाएंगे. ठीक है, ये बात याद रखनी है. अगर हम उल्टा कर देते हैं तो हमारा आंसर इनकरेक्ट होगा. Let us take one more example. Now question number 1, 5 by 6 and 7 by 3. Looking at these two fractions, step number 1, identify which is proper and improper. 5 by 6 देख के पता चल गया it is proper, 7 by 3 is improper. Hence, the improper one will be greater. Obviously, because improper fraction is more than 1, proper fraction is less than 1. Question number 2 is 5 by 6 and 3 by 4. 5 by 6 is proper, 3 by 4 is also proper. जब ऐसे सेम टाइप में आ जाती हैं फ्रैक्शंस, देन इज द टाइम वेयर वी यूज आर मल्टीप्लिकेशन मेथड, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन और बटरफ्लाई मेथड. नीचे से ऊपर, 5 ऑलरेडी ऊपर था, नीचे से ऊपर वी आर कमिंग फ्रॉम डाउन टू टॉप. 4 विल कम ऑन टॉप and in the other case 6 will come on top with 3. What is 4 into 5? 20. 3 into 6 is 18. 20 is greater, left वाला number is greater, तो ऊपर भी left वाला fraction will be greater. One more question. 7 by 14 and 6 by 12. Again, both the fractions are improper. पहले identify करना ज़रूरी है हमारा टाइम बचाने के लिए. क्रॉस मैंने बना दिया है. 7 is already up. 12 will come from bottom to top. And in the other case, 14 will come from bottom to top. 6 into 14 is 84. And 7 into 12 is also 84. तो ये दोनों fractions equal हैं. Hence, both the fractions are equal, or you can also say equivalent fractions. Next question is 7 by 2 upon 8 by 3. In this case, both the fractions are improper because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Now, our cross method, 7 is already there, 3 will come up. 8 is already there, 2 will come up. 7 into 3, 21. 8 into 2, 16. Which is greater? 12 is greater. Left wala fraction. So, here also the left wala fraction will be greater. I hope you remember the steps. Step number 1 is identification of the fractions. पहले identify करो if it is proper or improper. If one is proper, other one is improper, straight away improper one will be greater. If both are of same type, then cross multiplication method. Now let's get to the homework and we shall discuss it in the next class. Now when you get these questions, the questions will be of type compare the given fractions, or the question can also will be of the form put correct sign with sign greater, lesser or equal. I'll give 3 parts as homework and we'll discuss it in the next class. First part 10 by 40 upon 8 by 32. B part 13 by 4 and 7 upon or 7 by 5. Last C part 2 upon 4 and upon 8. 4 upon 8. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. We'll meet soon.